You believed him. So for all of your flags that say America first, you might as well use it as toilet paper, because we know that's all down the toilet right now. Pete Hegseth, earlier today, made the announcement that he is proud to say that the U.S. is going to host a Qatari military base on U.S. soil. Now, I want you to keep in mind that Donald Trump is the guy back in 2017 who said that Qatar were funding terrorists. Then, interestingly enough, Trump got a free jet and a $5.5 billion golf resort in Qatar. Then, a few months later, after MAGA supporters were claiming all along that this was not a gift, we're not giving them anything in return, and this is a gift to the government, which was, by the way, a lie. It's a complete lie. And we've also learned that $1 billion it would cost American taxpayers to make that plane Air Force One, which I don't think is ever going to happen, by the way. And now, all of a sudden, we are led to believe that this Qatar military base that's going to be built on U.S. soil had nothing to do with those dealings. It had nothing to do with the $5.5 billion golf resort in Qatar. It had nothing to do with this jet. It's insane. So here is Pete Hegseth in his own words, ladies and gentlemen, and we knew nothing about this, by the way, but I also knew it was just a matter of time before Donald Trump decided to bow down to these people of Qatar. But this is Pete Hegseth, in his own words, talking about how happy he is that this Qatari military base facility is going to be built on U.S. soil.
No one other than President Trump could have achieved the peace that we believe will be a lasting peace in Gaza, and Qatar played a substantial role from the beginning, working with our folks to ensure that came about. So I want to thank you for that historic peace. We look forward to joining the president as that gets, it's already been delivered, but as that's formally signed as well. And I'm also proud that today we're announcing, we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership. And I hope you know, Your Excellency, that you can count on us.
Oh yeah, count on us. Since you gave Donald Trump this $5.5 billion golf resort in Qatar and this jumbo jet, for lack of a better term. Again, I repeat, back in 2017, Trump accused Qatar of being funders of terrorism. And now the U.S. is going to host a Qatari military base on U.S. soil. You want to talk about despicable? When all these right-wing turds out there were criticizing Joe Biden for this Chinese balloon flying over our own airspace, now they're giving Qatar an entire airspace. Are you effing kidding me? And let me tell you something. Every single Democrat, this is why I have criticism for the Democrats. Every single Democrat today should be talking about this. They should have already posted it by now on approving this Qatari air base on U.S. soil. Keep in mind that if this was reversed, every single Republican would have said something by now. Where's Chuck Schumer? Where's Hakeem Jeffries? Where's the Democrat leadership? Every single Democrat should be talking about this, how despicable it is. What's next? Are we going to give Al-Qaeda some airspace here? What's next? Maybe Vladimir Putin. I can't believe I am saying this, but the Donald Trump administration is literally allowing Qatar to build this air base in the U.S. And for all of you out there with your America First flags, you're all a bunch of suckers and losers, as Donald Trump would say, because you believed him. You believed him. So for all of your flags that say America First, you might as well use it as toilet paper, because we know that's all down the toilet right now. Down the drain, for lack of a better term. You are all suckers. Give me one legitimate reason why we would allow these funders of terrorists to fly over on U.S. soil have a base? Give me one logical reason. America first. Give me a break. You all are clueless, deranged, ill-informed, and suckers. Not to say that Donald Trump is, but the right is losing their mind, particularly over the course of the last 24 hours.
It's escalating, for sure.
I mean, it's getting worse by the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Very frustrated.
So I want to start with this. As you all know, Ghislaine Maxwell is one of the largest sex traffickers in the world, certainly in this country. And she's being treated, I mean, how would you say she's being treated with the VIP treatment from the Trump administration?
Not like a convicted sex trafficker, I can tell you that
That's
much.
definitely true. So yesterday, Donald Trump is asked about this because yesterday the Supreme Court rejected her appeal. Thank God. And Donald Trump is asked about a possible pardon of Maxwell and doesn't say no. Listen to his reaction and answer.
Yeah, please.
Mr. President's term today, Mr. President.
Say it.
The Supreme Court is back and
Yeah.
said that they rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're...
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
You know, I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what
They
happened?
said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I don't know anything about it. So, but I'll speak. I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people who have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to take a look at it. I'd have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly.
Explain, Leonard, quickly why Donald Trump is answering the question the way he is.
The guy who said he watches the news every day.
Yeah, of
Because I
course.
have to, he said.
Of course he's lying, but let me explain to everybody why he's answering it that way. Now, personally, I don't think he's going to give Maxwell a pardon. But the reason why he won't say that is because he wants to make sure Maxwell is on her best behavior and not outing him. He wants her to believe that a pardon is possibly on the table.
Under control.
Right, exactly. So that she doesn't out him for what we know, the terrible things that he's done. That's why Trump is answering or lack of answering that question. Any reasonable, normal human being would say absolutely not. I would never pardon this horrible human being. The reason why Donald Trump is not answering it that way is because he wants Maxwell thinking that maybe Trump will pardon her so she doesn't say anything truthful about him.
Right.
That's
Is
the
there a
reason.
pattern? Because look at the last two famous people that have asked him for pardons. Is there a pattern? One is a child sex trafficker, and one was accused of violating the RICO Act, is now doing 5 years in prison. Is it just me, or is there a pattern? Why do those types of people keep asking him for pardons? And in fact, why does he even consider them?
Listen, it's very simple here, okay? People like Charlie Kirk, and yes, I'm going to bring up his name, once said that Joe Biden deserved capital punishment. But yet those same MAGA Republicans who believe that Joe Biden deserved to be on death row seem to have absolutely no problem with Donald Trump saying, I'll look into it when it comes to a possible pardon of Ghislaine Maxwell. They have absolutely zero credibility, and the only reason why Donald Trump won't answer that question is because he wants Maxwell to think that he might actually pardon her. Now, my personal opinion, I don't think that pardon is going to happen, and the only reason why they're treating her the way they are with kid gloves is because they don't want her to out him and tell the truth. Speaking of Donald Trump, I want you to listen. Every single day, Donald Trump says things that are absolutely crazy. Sometimes they make me laugh. Sometimes they make me cry. But I have to be honest with you. He said something so ridiculous yesterday that even I couldn't stop laughing. It was so ridiculous. Well, it has something to do with black women that he claims are supporting him in Chicago. Have a listen to this.
So you have black women with MAGA hats on in Chicago, all over the place. They want the guard to come in, or they don't care who comes in. They just want to be safe. And they really don't care. You know, there was one woman, she was great today. She said, you know what? I don't care if it's the National Guard, the Army, the Marines, the Air Force. I don't care who comes in as long as we're safe. And that's the way most of the public feels.
Wait, hold on a second.
So one MAGA kook is the public
Yeah.
now?
Do you remember, by the way, when they staged a black woman in a fast food restaurant last year? So Donald Trump is claiming that there are black women
All over the place.
wearing MAGA hats all over Chicago.
He and he also said along the same lines that his approval rating's at 65%. It's never even been close, but he actually said that. So, what I had a person in my family who had dementia and early onset Alzheimer's, and it seems to me when I listen to Donald Trump, because they used to, and I my heart breaks for everyone who suffers that disease, but what they do is they take things in their head and they kind of talk to him about facts. Like my grandmother would come out and say, "Did you know so-and-so has cancer?" And you're like, "Oh my God." And then you would call them up and they go, "No, we don't
By the way,
have cancer."
by his standards, he's claiming that black women all over the country are wearing MAGA hats, especially in Chicago. I wonder if when the Las Vegas Aces win the WNBA championship, if they can't wait to visit Donald Trump in the White House. I'm wondering why NBA teams that win the NBA championship decide they don't want to visit Donald Trump. I wonder why that is. I'm wondering why the Philadelphia Eagles decided they were not going to visit Donald Trump in the White House. If you claim you have all this black support, which by the way you don't, and if you want to talk about black women making the lie and the claim that all these black women are wearing MAGA hats in Chicago, hey, guess what? 93% of black women, let me
I
repeat,
think it's as high as
93% of black women did not vote for you, you bumbling liar you.
Yeah,
You
it's
are
the
a
highest,
liar.
The highest percentage by any group, if I'm not mistaken.
And by the way, some of the most educated people in society
I believe
happen
they are
to
the
be
most
black women.
I think they're the most educated when you look at it person for person. They're
Yes.
the most highly
Yeah,
educated.
and this proves it. Again, 93%
And
of
who
them.
hated black women? Who demeaned them?
Donald Trump.
Charlie Kirk.
And Donald Trump.
Yeah, I know people are tired of hearing the word Charlie
Kirk
Kirk
did
because
as
they
well.
say it in the live chat and stuff. But what he did is relevant, and it branches out into a lot
But
of
I'm the
different
bad
areas.
guy. I'm the bad guy because I don't want to celebrate the life of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, okay,
Well, you
whatever.
know what he said. Smart people don't like him. He
Yeah.
admitted it himself.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Does that make you smart?
It's insane. I mean, it's insane. And while all this stuff is going on, while all these Americans are suffering, what are the advertisements that Newsmax is playing?
Oh.
Another very credible organization, News. This is the advertisement that Newsmax is playing multiple times every day. And it's Donald Trump selling his stupid watches. Have a listen to this.
Hello, everyone. It's President Donald J. Trump, and it's Trump time. Check out this red beauty. It's one of my new watches. Wear it proudly on your wrist, and everyone will know exactly what it's for, who it represents. It's really going to be something special. It's for your favorite president. Get your watch today at gettrumpwatches.com. Please make a great gift. It's Trump time.
Grifter. Snake oil salesman.
That's the advertisement that Newsmax is airing while so many Americans are suffering right now. He's trying to sell his watches. He's trying to sell his Trump Bibles. He's trying to sell pieces of his jacket when he was indicted. He's selling his trading cards. He's making billions of dollars off of this crypto scheme.
He wants his own coin.
Jared Kushner and the money that he's received from the Saudis, the company of Trump, because that's really what this is. This is not a presidency. It's Trump himself, his company, his brand. That's really what this is all about. It's not about making America first. It's
Ponzi
making
scheme.
Trump. Yeah, the whole thing is a Ponzi scheme. I agree.